What is up, gamers? Staxwell's back at it again today with another market watch. I know we just did one yesterday, but this market is like actually kind of insane. I might have to start putting these out daily for the next couple weeks till things cool off. Yeah, I don't want to waste any time though. Let's go ahead and jump straight into it here. Thunderquake Blue, the extended art from Everfest, has completely disappeared from the market. Cheapest copy left is at $26. This is kind of insane. We were throwing this around for like what, $1, $2, just a few weeks ago. And yeah, to see it hit $26 is kind of like actually insane. Swing Big, cheapest copy. I know it says rainbow foil, but this is like just legit the cheapest copy on the market is $44. Kayo hype is just completely real, I guess. I don't know what else to say other than that. If you're going to pick them up, you might as well get the rainbows at that point when they're that cheap. Yeah, this card, when will it end? I don't know. Yeah, I think this, can't go much higher, can it? But, hey, how many times we got to talk about Everfest Majestics on this channel? Longtime fans of the channel know that Everfest Majestics, when they're good, they do this. So, yeah, if you're looking for some good penny stonks, go ahead, check out some Everfest Majestics that are low right now, and they, too, could be a swing big one day. Moving on, yeah, Wrecker Romp Blue. This is the extended art rainbow foil promo from way back in the day. Armory promo, extended art Armory promo, $50. Let that one sink in. Kind of crazy, especially because one of the, I want to say it was Team Covenant. Their promo for buying cases was a blue alternate art Wrecker Romp. This is like the OG max art version of the card, so this one's definitely more desirable. But the alt art blue one, I think it was from Team Covenant, is still like a good alternative. It still looks good. It's still, kind of like a max rarity type card. But yeah, this will always be like the OG #1, so it makes sense that this one's going up. Another good alternative is the same card, but in non-foil. This is just how they used to do Armory promos back in the day. They would make the extended arts both foil and non-foil. So yeah, the non-foil one is only $3. So, I don't know. That price differential, I'll just go with the non-foils personally. Kayo's not the only new hero seeing some love. Pulverize is also going up a lot thanks to Victor. Cheapest copy on the market is $13. Also, coincidentally, rainbow, not filtering it or anything. This is just so happens to be the cheapest one on the market. Yeah, Victor is posed to play like 3 of these just to kind of sure up his Guardian mirrors against Bravo and whatnot. You want a lot of big stats on the board, and Pulverize is a real good way to do that. Yeah, again, cheapest copy on the market, $13. Kind of crazy. Standing Order, I think some people owe me some apologies about Standing Order. I did call this card as trash before it came out, and everyone told me. I was literally told it's the new E-Strike. Yeah, so not only is no one playing Standing Order, but the market's reflecting that as well. Pre-sale prices were like $25. It's down to $7 for the cheapest non-foil. And the cheapest rainbow foil on the market is still $20. But I stand by it. I think this card's going to continue to fall and not see competitive play. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys are Standing Order believers. Am I completely wrong? Is there just not a deck out there that's playing it right now? Or is this just not completely figured out yet? Yeah, let me know. I'm not a believer, though. Illusionist players in general are not in the best spot right now. Kind of in tears at the moment. Me, myself. I do love me some Illusionist, but I kind of like seeing this. All of the angels have fallen so far from grace. Cheapest, which one is this? Figment of Protection, $117. You guys remember when that Prism weapon came out? It was like $200. Yeah, now it's $117. Look at this one. The Figment of Judgment, $38. Ooh, yeah, I mean, Prism just didn't perform the way a lot of people thought she would when that weapon was revealed. Yeah, when that weapon was revealed, it wasn't also clear that Kayo was going to be one of the best decks in the meta, and Prism legitimately just can't beat Kayo. This deck even kind of struggles into Bravo. The weapon was nice. It just definitely wasn't enough. Prism will certainly have her day though. So yeah, if you're a Prism simp, I guess I kind of do fall in that category. I think it's probably time to start picking up angels. This is way low from their highs. Yeah, I think it's a good time to get in there. I might jump in there and get a few myself. Same with the dragons. Those are all kind of going down a lot as well. While Dromi is still a popular deck, it's not a good deck. Didn't convert any to top 8 at the last Battle Harden. I know it's just a Battle Harden, and a lot of the best players in the room weren't in that Battle Harden tournament, but it's pretty safe to say Dromi didn't convert as much as everyone kind of hoped she would. And the price of all these dragons reflects that. Cheapest Tumultai on the market is 130. That's pretty crazy considering I remember just a few months ago at the Calling Dallas. That was probably like 4 or 5 months ago at this point. I put a post on the Discord, like on the Purple Public Discord, and I was like, buying Marvel Tumultai 250 oboe, and not a single person hit me up. So, or maybe 200 oboe. I don't remember the exact number, 230. Somewhere like 200, 250, something like that. Either way, a lot higher than this 130 number. So it's just kind of crazy how quickly cards can fluctuate. I guess I'm glad no one hit me up. I did wind up buying one. But yeah, anyways, it is still the most beautiful card in the game to me for 130. I think it's a steal. Invoke Dracana Optimi, only $85. Chromai, only $15. Necria, Themi, Uvia, pretty much all of these smaller dragons are only $15. Of course, I'm only talking about the Marvels here. Kind of crazy to see everything this low. Dromi will certainly have her day again. She's still a very powerful hero, just not super well positioned in today's metagame. Obviously, that will change and turn and ebb and flow as decks come and go. She'll have her day again, and all this stuff will go up again. I'm certain of it. Moving on, we talked about, this is kind of just to make up for the last market watch we did. We talked about all of the adult Marvel heroes except Victor, so sorry about that. But the cheapest Victor is $250. I do think all of these adult Marvels are going to go down a little bit as people open more of the product, as the set kind of ferments on the market a little bit here. I think that this is a bit high. But yeah, people are building Victor. People are excited about it just as much as not just as much, but nearly as much as they are Kayo, I guess I'll say. So it makes sense. Balance of Justice, kind of interesting activity here. Cheapest rainbow foil on the market is $77. But someone did come in here and snipe all of the cold foils. The cheapest one now is $220. If we look at the sales data, a big chunk of them sold like on the same day. I imagine this was all the same seller. Just a whale came in and picked all these up. Good pickup. I think it's a fantastic card. I think people are sleeping on it. And 220 is probably where I would expect it to land in general. I would compare this card to like a Crown of Provenance type of card. So yeah, whoever did that, I think it was a fantastic pickup. Arum Aegis, this is the next $10 legendary. Cheapest copy currently is $28. It's a Victor specialization that Victor doesn't even really want to play. So it's just such a niche card for such a niche, like, you can only play it in Guardian, in specifically Victor that is the Guardian, and only in builds of Victor that want to play. You're just narrowing it down too much at that point. When the demand is going to be so small and the supply is going to be so big, I imagine this card's going to continue to fall. It is a beautiful and flavorful card, though. I do like it a lot. But yeah, I imagine it's going to keep going down. And even the tabs are like loading slow. I got so many up here. I don't know if you guys can see this. I got like 30 tabs open. So sorry if I'm going like a little bit slow between each card. My computer just can't handle all these Chrome tabs. We got such a fat market watch today. Cast Bones is still going absolutely crazy. I just kind of wanted to pull this up. Like, the price hasn't moved much, but I just want to show how much excitement there is for Kayo. Like, look how many copies of this card are selling every single day. There's just like 20, 30 copies selling every day, which means like what? Like 10 new Kayo mains every day, right? It's kind of crazy. But yeah, the cheapest copy on the market is still $18. Cheapest Deathmatch Arena is $175. Just yesterday, the cheapest copy was $200. This card is going to apply or appeal to such a niche like player base, right? There's not that many. You have to be like a diehard UPF guy, or you have to be a collector, like a guy who just wants all the fables or is trying to master set or something like that. So it's kind of less appealing than other fables, right? Other fables have those same people plus CC people plus Blitz people, right? So this is just appealing to like way less people than normal. I understand it only comes cold foil and not rainbow foil. But yeah, I still think that this is going to come down a bit more. Probably land like closer to 100, maybe even lower than that. I wouldn't be super comfortable paying 175 myself for it. But yeah, maybe that's just me. Let me know in the comments down below. Send Packing. Again, so many KO mains out there. This card keeps creeping up a little bit. I think yesterday when we talked about it, it was $10. Now it's up to $13.50. I don't know. there's only a few copies left on the market for that price. It quickly jumps up to 15. All these KO cards are just creeping up and going crazy. So yeah, if you plan on playing in any tournaments in the immediate future, right? We have R10 season right around the corner. Just this weekend I'm going to AGE. Next weekend I'm going to an RTN. So like Fab season is here, you know what I mean? And I don't have time to look at a card like Send Packing and wait for the KO hype to die down, and then I'll buy into, like, I just, unfortunately, like, too many tournaments coming up. I just don't have the luxury, don't have the time. So if I was playing KO, I'd have to pull the trigger, and so many people are in this situation as well, and so many people are going to realize they're in this situation as the weeks come up. So I only imagine in the short term, at least, that this card is going to go even higher. I wouldn't wait on too much of this stuff if you're looking to build KO, because exclusively if you're like looking to play in tournaments in the immediate future. If you're not, if you're just a kitchen table gamer or a collector, certainly wait. But yeah, Fab season's here, RTN season's here. We kind of got to get these cards as quick as we can, because yeah, so many people are in the same boat as you. You're definitely not the only one in a time crunch. Just remember that. So I imagine, yeah, Send Packing is even going to be a $20 card here shortly. I imagine. Olympia, the Marvel Young Olympia, is only at $50. Isn't that crazy? I do think that this is closer to like where all of the young hero Marvels are going to land, is like around this $50 price point. And then I think the adult heroes are going to land at like the $150 price point. All of those same things do also apply to Betsy, except I think Betsy's even going to take more of a hit, or it's going to take even more longer to like come back up, just because Betsy's, like, let's be real here, not a good hero. Why would you play Betsy when you could play Bravo, kind of thing? Bravo is like nowhere near living legend in Blitz, I don't believe. So yeah, Betsy's going to take a while. She'll go a lot lower than this. Melody's sing along, kind of just totally switching pace here from the heavy hitters talk. I don't know how many people know this card exists or where to get it from. It's a cold foil for a social play kit. So your LGS request these from LSS, and then the idea is like you play a UPF tournament, and the winner of the UPF tournament gets this melody. And it's weird that the social play kit, UPF exclusive cards almost, while she's literally not a UPF exclusive, she is $60. Like, how many Armories, how many Banksies would you need to win to equal one Melody sing-along? It's kind of funny, isn't it? Yeah, cheapest copy on the market is $60. Death Touch, this is the extended art calling promo from, I want to say it was the calling at Nationals. It was the calling at Nationals last year. I think this one's like honestly underrated. Banger card. Almost nearly every assassin and ranger forever is going to consider playing Death Touch. The stats are just really good for the cost. And try and imagine a world 1 year or 2 years down the road. Will rangers and assassins be looking to play Death Touch then? If you think the answer is yes, like, imagine how rare and coveted that this card's going to be. Cheapest copy currently on the market is only $55. I think it's a steal. Honestly, I do. It's very rare that a card will hit this like collectability yet competitiveness to it, and be like, yeah, one of these like niche kind of cards. I like it. I think it's a good pickup. Death Touch, $55. 0 to 60, the promo. I think this was also a Team Covenant promo. This card was totally disappeared from the market. I was trying to make max and I needed 3 copies of this, and like none on eBay, none on TCG Player. I had to like post on Facebook and like message like known vendors and stuff and try and get a playset. Huge pain. They have since replenished now that all the mechanologist hype is gone. Cheapest copy on the market is like $29, about $30. We'll just call it $30 for the cheapest copy. Oh yeah, that's for the alt art 0 to 60, by the way. Speaking of cards that were disappeared from the market, Reduced to Rune Chant. This was another old LGS promo. Standard art, rainbow foil, cheapest copy on the market, $38. We all know Viscerai and Rune Blades are going to be good again one day. While that isn't today, this card was like completely bought out for the longest time, and there's a couple play sets left. So for the small amount of people, the small audience of people that this card has, I just kind of want to bring it to everyone's attention that there's plenty of copies on the market available again. Trench to the Sunken Treasure. This is like the chess piece of choice for something like Riptide. Whenever Riptide becomes good, you're absolutely going to need a trench. The deck is kind of unplayable without it, just due to the nature of like traps and things from the arsenal, like the D-Regs from the arsenal, and then you can only shoot arrows from your arsenal. So trench is like literally necessary for that deck in the current way it's built, the current way it's played. Obviously, just the way Flesh and Blood works, Riptide has to rotate at some point. The only way Riptide can rotate is by winning tournaments, and he ain't going to be able to win tournaments if he's not good. So if Riptide's ever good, you're going to need a Trench of the Sunken Treasure. So like, if you're reading between the lines here, it's kind of inevitable that this card has to be good at some point, and for only $14 or $11.45. So what are we looking at? $12.50 here. I can't imagine it's going to go much lower than this. I do personally recommend picking up the cold foil if you're going to, though. It's only $25. Like, I don't know. That's a pretty good deal for a cold foil legendary to me. Nourishing Emptiness, cheapest rainbow foil on the market, is $20. The non-foil kind of hasn't moved. It's still around that $15 price point. But yeah, I did think it was kind of interesting that the rainbow foil is going so crazy. Heist, cheapest copy on the market, is $9. Heist has fallen so far from grace. You guys remember this used to be a $30 card. -IO just isn't the deck she used to be. This is just kind of further proof. Like, this whole market watch is kind of further proof. Like, competitive play drives the market. That's the only thing that really drives the market, right? Look at the Illusionist cards. They're all down because Illusionist sucks. Look at Heist. It's down because -IO sucks. Look at all the Kayo cards. They're up because the deck is good, So when you're thinking about investing in cards, you're thinking about buying cards, that's like kind of the lens you need to look at this whole market through. And Heist is just kind of further proof of that. I think it's a good pickup. -IO will obviously be good again at some point. We know she has the capability to be a competitive deck, but just, with so much like item hate going around, she kind of has an uphill battle right now, to say the least. Sonata Phantasmia, this was another one that disappeared from the market a few weeks ago. If you're a Runeblade player, it's a good time to be on the market for sure. Cheapest copy is only $5. I remember a few weeks ago, this cheapest copy was like $15. Cheapest rainbow foil is even $8. I remember a couple weeks ago, cheapest rainbow foil was like $20. So see all this enter back into the realm of affordability is good. If you've been thinking about it, if you've ever been on the fence about it, get it while no one's paying attention to it, because once Runeblade spoilers start coming out, this card's going to disappear again. We already know that. Oblivion is another one. Do you guys remember for a few market watches we talked about this? Cheapest copy was like $15 before. Let's just check the sales data here. Yeah, look. Hold on. Gotta go back a little farther than that. Yeah, look. All the copies were like $15, $12. And now they're only $4.50. So great time to pick up your copy of Oblivion if you don't have one. It's legendary, so you only need one. But yeah, definitely worth a pickup there. I don't know what it is about Assassin Daggers and being worth a small fortune, being worth more than their weight in gold. But it's just a thing. Cold foil, Graven Call, $41. Kind of lines up with all of the rest of the daggers. They're all expensive for some reason. So yeah, I don't know why I would expect anything different from Graven Call. I do think this one's kind of good. It gives you, like, if as an Uzuri or as an Arachne, it gives you some game into Dromi, being able to have a 2-attack dagger to like clear Chromai and things. Chromai and Kyloria. Yeah, definitely I'm sure it helps in the matchup. It can't hurt. I'm not sure if that's enough, but I do think it's a solid dagger. It's also like a recursive flick knives target, right? You could just like, if there's a way to like just keep generating tons and tons of silver, then you could just keep flicking this over and over and over again and keep buying it back. And yeah, just turning your silver directly into damage. Yeah, I think it's a good card. I think it's only going to get better as more Assassin synergies come out. Another thing that's on the market now is like these extended art cards from the Blitz decks. A couple of standouts is Thunk. Pretty much every Bravo is going to be playing Thunk from here on out, just because it's like a blue 6. And they actually don't have any more of or they didn't have enough of those before. Draw Swords is always good. Kasai loves that card. But probably the star of the show is Agile Wind Up Blue. As you can see, it's the only one that was sold out. Someone listed it for like $3 and they were all bought up. So if you're going to crack some Blitz decks and list it, I would definitely recommend listing it for a little higher than 3. But yeah, if you guys are looking to crack some, yeah, this is definitely some money in the singles for anyone who bought the TCG player bundles. You could crack all that stuff, list the singles, make a little bit of your money back there. Helping Red, The last card I want to talk about, I think it's actually one of the only undervalued brute cards. Like Kayo plays this card, right? And it's only $12. Again, one of these super old LGS promo cards. You would expect it to be the same price as like a Record Romp. And it's not. It's only $12. I think it's a fantastic pickup. There's only like 10 of them or so on the market though. So yeah, if you're looking at that one, you might want to act kind of quick on it. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, rate, subscribe. Oh my God, I'm out of breath for like the first time ever in a market watch. That was kind of a crazy one. Later, y'all.